They weren't supposed to become friends, but they became brothers, bound by an invisible thread of trust. Rocket was the first to arrive at the house.
I love you.
A parrot with bright wings and an even brighter personality. He considered himself the master of the entire space, especially when it came to the attention of his owners.
Get out of there.
A few weeks later, Jewel arrived, a lively, feisty puppy who was not used to sharing territory. An invisible spark of rivalry immediately flared between them. Jewel was jealous. Rocket was not far behind. As soon as the parrot flew closer, the puppy reached for him, trying to grab his feathers. And Rocket never missed an opportunity to teach him a lesson in his own way, with a light tap of his beak on the puppy's nose. And when Jewel squealed, Rocket flew up like a mischievous wind. This went on for days and weeks. Little skirmishes, short raids on each other, giggles and squeals. But each time, the distance between them shortened, step by step, flap by flap, until the day when they found themselves nose to beak for the first time.
Oh no, be nice. Be nice, Jewel.
It was a turning point. Jewel didn't snap back. Rocket didn't fly away. They just froze. And suddenly, something clicked, not in the air, but inside. From that day on, they no longer competed. From that day on, they became a team. Now their lives had changed. They ate together like true friends, sharing food as if they had always been together. They drank from the same bowl, as if there had never been any other option for them. Sometimes Rocket waited patiently for Jewel to finish, and sometimes Jewel gave way to his friend. But most importantly, they played together, and it was through play that their friendship became truly strong. Fetch became their favorite ritual. Rocket deftly caught the ball with his beak, soared into the air, and rushed forward. Jewel ran after him, jumping and kicking up dirt with his paws. They raced across the yard in unison like two partners in a dance, like two arrows shot from the same bow. And every time the ball reached its target, they returned together, always together. Sometimes Jewel got carried away and could accidentally hit Rocket with his paw. There were moments when it seemed that their friendship would falter. Rocket would yelp, Jewel would freeze. But instead of resentment, there was forgiveness. Instead of a breakup, there were new games, because their bond had become something more than just friendship. They learned to be patient. They learned to trust. They learned to understand. One morning, as the sun rose above the horizon, Jewel sat in the yard and Rocket gently landed on his back. The puppy didn't move. The parrot bowed his head and lightly touched the top of his head. They were just there together. It wasn't just friendship, it was brotherhood. Since then, they have been inseparable. Jewel led Rocket around the yard as if guarding him. Rocket accompanied the puppy in every game, even at times when it seemed that this was no place for a bird. They became a team, on walks, at home, at play, and at rest. Rocket and Jewel proved to everyone that true friendship knows no boundaries. It is not born when everything is smooth, but when two different hearts decide to be together, no matter what. If you like this story about Rocket and Jewel, like it, write comments, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on even more touching stories.